by the end of this video, you will have like an actionable step or a process that I do on how to like make more friends, possibly even get into a relationship if that's what you want, and maintain that friendship. This way, from what I've noticed, that if you just follow what I'm going to teach you during this video, when that feeling creeps up, you're going to know how to get rid of that feeling. With the world today going more like digital, like everything that we do is all on our phones. We've got social media, we've got apps like Discord, Telegram, we've got, you know, dating apps, video, everything that we're even like DoorDash. We've got stuff that delivers groceries to us. In the past, when like my parents were, you know, when my parents were my age, I'm 30 now. So when my mom was like in her 20s or 30s, everybody had to meet each other in person. So people had to develop social skills in order to like meet, talk to people and run businesses and get what they want. Well, with today, I have a stat right here. Where's that? 1 in 3 Americans feel lonely weekly. And I am telling you that I am part of this statistic, and I am somebody that teaches people how to go and meet other people. Dude, I am one of the best in the world at doing this. I Saturday and Sunday, I'll take my dog and I go to places specifically to talk to strangers. I just enjoy doing this. But even I get that it's a feeling of loneliness. Now, I'm a 30-year-old guy in a wheelchair, so I have noticed for me personally that because I am paralyzed, I get invited to do things less, and I saw that over the course of my almost 8 years of being in a wheelchair. But I will admit, guys, that I struggle to maintain these relationships simply because I do not like go out of my way to talk to these people or invite them to do stuff. And that is going to be one of the steps on how you can, that's the last step, is how to maintain relationships. Literally do what it is that I tell you to do. I don't do it, but I know how to do it. And I'm very picky with who I hang out with. So I work for myself. You're going to notice too that when you, and we're going to get back to the video in a second, but when you start viewing, like when you want more in life, you're going to notice that a lot of the people that you hang around with, they don't want the same things. And if you continue to surround yourself with those people, you're never going to achieve the results in life you want to get. So I help people build confidence, get more relationships with people in general, whether that's romantic or not. So if you hang around people that are not going out of their way to do this, then you're likely going to continue, you know, being by yourself. Because we understand that, like, as you get older, if we look at that meme that I just told you, as you get older, you're going to notice your social circle will gradually decline, because everybody, I mean, like, people, they move away, they get jobs that take up most of their time, they get married, and then they only start hanging out with other married people because they don't want to go out and party anymore, or they have kids and then it becomes even harder to hang out with them. And I've noticed too that the people that I do talk to, I've noticed that like they're married with kids and they tend to only hang out with the other friends that I used to hang out with, because we're all like in a big circle. But I'm saying, like, I'm like an outcast in the circle because I don't have a wife and kid. That's what I'm saying, is you, like, other families hang out with other families. That's kind of, life just transitions over time. So when I got that feeling, like it would be it's usually every like Saturday or Sunday. And it's typically when like I'm just really fucking bored. Like if I do all the stuff I want for business for the day, I'm like, okay, great. Well, I don't know what to do. And because I don't know what to do and I don't really talk to anybody, I'm like, wow, this is a miserable feeling. And that's likely what's happening to you as well. So I found out that I wasn't good being alone when I moved into this house. When my ex-girlfriend broke up with me, I moved out of her house into a bigger house, but I lived with my girlfriend. I had somebody that I loved there at all times. I never had to worry about being alone because I would just see I would see my girl at the end of the day. And then when she broke up with me, I moved into here. And not only was I by myself, I was also going through heartbreak at the same time because I got broken up with, and rejection breeds obsession. So I was double fucked. Double fucked, man. So I was like, okay, I can't continue living life like this. This is a miserable feeling, and people typically change when the pain gets bad enough. Men especially, men learn through pain. So that's a benefit of being a man. And I was just like, bro, I was like, I'm so lonely and miserable right now. I'm like, dude, I don't want to be like this forever. Because I was watching like Get Your Ex Back videos at the time. And a lot of these people, they're like, oh, it's been 2 years and I haven't heard from her ex. She's never come. I'm like, I don't want to be that fucking loser that just sits around hoping someone's going to come back. And I can't hang out with my friends, you know, because every time, well, actually, I can't hang out with my friends because I don't know. I'm justifying why I can't, but I never reached out to them to like ask them. So what I did, and this is where we're going to talk about what I just promised, because now I'm going to teach you what I started doing to, dude, I think this whole city knows who I am now. Granted, I'm not very hard to miss. I'm a very tattooed guy in a wheelchair with a German Shepherd. You really can't miss me, but I can go anywhere, anytime, any place, and I can talk to somebody if I wanted. So what I started doing, I was like, okay, well, this feeling, I've noticed that it doesn't go away when I just sit home. And I'm somebody that doesn't like being sad and miserable and depressed all the time. That's not the life that I want to live. I live a fucking awesome life. My life's great. I do what I want when I want, and that's because I've designed it this way. So I was like, I need to get out of the house. But I was like, well, going to a restaurant by myself, going to like I would go to the gym or Costco or Publix, like 2 grocery stores. I could go by myself and not bring my dog. That's fine. I could go there. But going to a restaurant or a park or a museum or literally anything by myself without company, ooh, that's weird. Now, I have a dog and I'm in a wheelchair. So this is me justifying bringing the dog. I will bring the dog with me somewhere to get him out of the house, because he also commands attention. So that makes talking to people a lot easier, or getting compliments from people. But if I was like, well, okay, I got to start doing something. So I would take the dog and I started going to a restaurant, and then I started going to the farmer's market. And then after the farmer's market, I would start going to brunch by myself, but I would have the dog, but he doesn't talk to me. He just lays on the floor. So he's just kind of there and I'm just sitting around. And I would start going to like the mall or Target, literally just to roll around. I would start doing stuff, and I noticed that, hey, I thought this was going to be a lot worse than what it was. Because, you know, people might think like doing something by yourself, that's going to be weird, and that's going to be, nobody fucking cares. But people are selfish. Nobody cares about what you're doing with who, if you're by yourself or not. Nobody cares. You will think other people care because you are getting in your head. Nobody fucking cares. So I would take the dog like to the farmer's market every Sunday, and I was like, I've never been to this before. Let's just do it. So I remember my first time doing this, or going to Ed's Tavern. My first time doing it, I would always go to these places with other people. My girlfriend at the time, or Nick and Maddie, some of the group people that I don't hang out with that much, and I would meet them at the farmer's market. But I was like, I'm going by myself, and I went. And the hardest part was getting in the car, but driving there and then actually getting there, I was like, this is awesome. I'm having a ton of fun. When I go to Ed's Tavern, if I wanted to get like a beer or some fries for the dog, most of the time, I'm like, depending on where they sit me. If I'm in the corner, I won't talk to anybody because I can't talk to anybody. I'm in the corner. But if I'm in like a different area and I'm surrounded by other people, sometimes I'll talk to a lot of people. They might come up to me with the dog, or if they look at me, I might say, hey, you want to come meet the dog? Looks like you want to. I'll say something like that. Other times, I'm just sitting there and I don't talk to anybody, and I just people watch. And that can be really boring, but it's never as bad as I thought it was. So that's the first step on how you can change this, is you got to be willing to just get out of the house. If you're feeling lonely, you got to get out of the house. You got to get your mind fixated on doing something else. And if you go in public and there are other people around, even if you don't talk to anybody, that you're around other people, you're not going to have that feeling of loneliness, guys. That's it, dude. It goes away just like that. Now, to make this even better from here, once you get comfortable getting used to the idea of being able to do something in public, now we want to start greeting random strangers. Okay? This is where we got to change your mind. because when I started talking, like I've always been extroverted, but I never knew how to say hi to somebody. And I literally today I was rolling around, I was just like, hi, hey. I was like, hi, how are you? Hey, hi. I literally was just like, hi. That's all I did today at the grocery store. And I usually say like a compliment. So I gave a couple girls compliments. I said like, how are you? I think a few people, but then there was two ladies outside on the way back to my car. I was like, hi. And they were like, hey. And I usually have never said hi before. That's what I'm saying is like, I was like, how do I say hi to a stranger? I can't just say hi. But I'm just telling you, I literally just fucking told two ladies hi and they said hi back. So what we want to do is go somewhere in public, and then when we get there, tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to say hi, or I'm going to compliment at least one person. And you're going to notice that when you do it, it's going to be really hard at first because you have like an invisible wall that's telling you don't do it, stranger danger. But once you do it, you're going to be like, oh, bro, I did it. Fuck yeah. And I want you to gas yourself up. Yes, I did it. Yes, that was awesome. Hey, excuse me. Man, you look amazing in this outfit. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Yes, I fucking did it. Yes. That's what I want you to do. That, amping yourself up like that, I'm getting gassed up right now from filming this. It's going to put you in a better mood. That positive reinforcement that you're giving yourself because you just did something. I was at the gym today and I went up and without even thinking, I just went bam, 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 went up to 3 different girls and was just like, hey, just wanted to tell you, man, you're really pretty. And then one of them, the second one I approached, made a comment to me about like needing help because I was bending over to pick up a weight. And I was like, oh yeah, I was like, man, bending over, kind of like, it's really annoying, but I'm all good, man. I was like, hey, if you like dogs, by the way, I've got mine over there, man. You're more than welcome to come and say hi. And she did it the first time, but while I was over in the middle of the gym waiting on one of my cable machines, she came over to me to meet the dog. And then we started talking and I thought she would possibly be interested in hanging out. So I asked her for a phone number and then she was like, oh, I've got a boyfriend. And so I got rejected. But I was like, dude, but I did it. I was like, because I know that if I keep talking to women at some point in time, I'm going to get into another awesome relationship like I deserve to be in. And the more women I talk to, yes, I'm going to get unlucky 99% of the time, but because I'm not going to quit, that number of meeting new girls, it's going to add up to my favor eventually. I was like, that's awesome, man. I was like, good for you, bro. 3 girls, asked one of them out, fucking stellar. That's all you're doing. Go somewhere. This is how you can fix this friendship recession and like being alone. Because when you go out in public somewhere and you start saying hi to people, you're going to get into conversations like I did with this girl. She said something to me after I complimented her. And then we ended up in like a mini conversation. And then fast forward, she came to me. So I asked her out because she came to me. So that's what I'm saying, guys, is from here, when you start saying hi to people, you're going to increase your chances of getting into a random conversation with somebody. And then from here, to make more friends or to, ask a girl out or a guy out, the next step, so step 3, is you need to make your intentions clear. If you like this person, say, hey, man, you seem like a really cool person and I'm looking to make friends. Would you want to hang out sometime? You got to make sure you tell them, hey, I'm looking to make friends. Because if you're a guy and you ask a girl for her phone number, she's going to think that you're trying to date her. But if you say, hey, I'm just looking for friends, man, would you want to hang out sometime? You're setting the frame. So if she says, yeah, sure, she's entering your frame. And if you want to hang out with her, she knows it's not going to be like romantic and she's more likely to do it. But if you like this girl or if you like this guy, just say, hey, man, you're really cool. We should hang out sometime. Can I have your phone number? Hey, you're really cool, man. We should keep talking. Let me have your phone number and I'll text you later. Hey, you're really cool. What did I tell this girl? Hey, you're really cool, man. I would love to get to know you more. Maybe we can get together for like lunch or coffee sometime. And she was like, she paused. She was like, I do have a boyfriend though. And I was like, fuck. And I was like, all right, well, never mind. And then we kept talking for a little bit. I was like, hey, you're really cool, man. If I see you around, I'll say hi. And then we left. Now, so when that happens, when you ask a girl out, guys, just notice or just know that even though we ended on good terms, there's, more than likely I'll never speak to that girl again. That's kind of how things go. But that's the third step. Once you get into those random conversations with people, whether you start it or they start it, if you like them and you want it to go somewhere else, set the frame. hey, I want to go out with you, or hey, I'm looking to make friends. Would you want to hang out? This way, now when you start collecting new phone numbers, you're, again, everything I'm teaching you is increasing your chances of just meeting and hanging out with more people. Now, once you get the number, it's likely going to be up to you to build that relationship and maintain it. Okay. I'm just telling you from experience, man, people, it has to go both ways. So you might ask them to hang out one week. They might ask you to hang out another week, but more than likely from my experience, like, you're going to have to keep asking them. But that's the maintaining the relationship part, which, like I said, I'm very picky with who I hang out with. But if it's a girl I'm talking to, like right now, I got a text from this girl that I'm talking to. So I'm maintaining a conversation with her. And then, if I want to hang out with her, I'll just ask her out. You're going to have to do that for like your group of friends or a girl or a guy you want to talk to. But if you follow all 4 of these steps, like, and I told you, it's going to be a process, and it's going to take maybe a couple weeks before you find a spot that you're cool going to every single week by yourself if you don't have one already. But if you follow these steps, and now part 2, before I finish the video, guys, all you're doing is just saying hi. Okay, I'm not asking you to stop them. I'm not asking you to get into a conversation. I'm not asking you to ask for their name. If you can say, hey, give them a compliment. They're going to say, thank you. Hey, what's your name? They're going to tell you their name. Hey, cool. Well, I just wanted to tell you that. All I'm asking you to do is just start saying, hey, good morning. Hey, good afternoon. Ladies, you guys look phenomenal. Have a good day. That's all I'm asking you to do. And then you're going to notice that depending on what, like, someone, you or them, might say something, it's just going to come out. And now you guys are in a conversation. Can you force conversations? Sure. But I'm telling you, this has been like the most anxiety-free way of doing it. Is a conversation will just spontaneously happen. Okay. That's what we're looking for, because those connections are typically the best. So if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And listen, I have an offer that I want to make. If you are looking right now to improve your social skills and just build and maintain more relationships outside of what I taught you in this video, I told you I'm one of the fucking best in the world at doing this. I'm just so good at just helping people get what they want. I am taking on the first 3 people that I decide to work with for absolutely free for my new 8-week one-on-one coaching program. I'm only taking on 3 people because right now I want to make sure that these 3 people, I can get them the results that they want. I don't want to scale this to like 900 people. You're getting my phone number. You're going to be able to text me, call me. I'm making sure you're going to get the results that you want to get. There's a link in the description. Click that and go watch that video on the next page. But these spots will fill up fast. After that, it'll be $19.97. So look, if you're looking to become as extroverted and just fucking awesome like I am, I can help you do it. Like I said, dude, I'm literally the best in the world at doing this, bro. I can go anywhere, any time of day, and just start saying hi to people. And I want to help you develop this confidence as well. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video and you want to continue learning how to just develop better social skills, check out one of these 2 videos right here. Guys, hey, see you in the next one.